All right, you guys, I'm pretty much done with everything that I need to do on my computer. You can see I'm turning it off. I made $22,000 fucking dollars today. So I'm gonna show you guys the trade that I took, why I took it, and just break down the whole thing for you. But first things first, we gotta go eat because we're absolutely starving. All right, so I'm gonna get this right here, at least to start, the salmon tartare. I already ate earlier. I had these steak tacos. He has not eaten at all today. Bro had one orange. That was extremely good. All right, so I'm back at the house, and I was talking earlier about how I'm up like $20,000, right? I'm up like 22K on this stock right now, and I want to kind of just go over what made me start paying attention to this stock. So the stock right here is BBAI. Now, I've been watching this for a little bit. I watched it back here when it started picking up, and then it just kind of came back down and nothing happened. But what I noticed here is it kind of bottomed out around this area, and then it started putting in tons of higher lows. So ever since here, this was the lowest point, and it just put in higher lows since then. Coming into that, so it put in these higher lows, right? And then it started making a range here. It built this really nice range. I don't know if you guys can see that too clearly, but it built this nice range right here. So it was tightening up here, putting in higher lows, and then it really started picking up there. This was the initial burst that made me pay attention to it. And this is obviously like this is on the daily chart, right? So each one of these candles represents a day. This is where I look for my setups. And here, you know, I can see that it makes that pop right there after putting in these higher lows for quite some time. So the stock is gaining momentum. It doesn't want to go any lower, and it actually wants to go higher. So I want to pay attention to this. I want to make sure that if it's going to go higher, am I going to get an opportunity to buy this? Now, what I'm looking for is I want to see that this stock, you know, pulls up for a couple of days, makes a pretty decent move. And then I want to see it pull back to a moving average. So we have the 10, the 20, the 50, and the 200. When these moving averages start inclining, we can see all of these are now inclining. Over here, it's very obvious. They're all in order. They're all going up. When that starts happening, when moving averages start going up, that means that the stock is trending upwards. We want to trade these things on their way up. So we can see, you know, big move up. It pulls back here to the moving average, holds the moving average very well, makes another big move up. This is technically buyable. This would be like right around where you would buy it, and then you sell this when it closes under the 10, so when it loses the momentum. So this one is not the best example because it did not go up that much, only about like 15%, if that. And then here it started to go up again, and it built a better range. So the whole time this thing is still making higher lows, pulled back, built a better range. We got this thin candle right here, pulled back to the 10, then it pulled back to the 20, put in some higher lows and lower highs, so the stock was tightening up. We have a range here that's being built. This is a tight range, not too tight, but it did tighten up towards the end of this. And then it broke out here, and I bought it this day, but I was quickly pretty much told to sell it because it closed under the moving average. Obviously, no one told me, but just looking at this here, I knew to sell it here. So this was not a very successful run. This was another about 11, 12%. But then we have this one here. Now, the overall structure of this, like if we zoom out a little bit, you guys will notice this is a really, really big flag here. This is a very good looking range. So we have this big move up here, which is about 200%. And then it pulls back. And the whole time, this thing has been putting in higher lows. Like, look at that. It doesn't want to go lower. And this range is tightening. You guys can see that. And then as soon as it broke out here, you can see the volume right there. Comes in on this day, so that's when I bought it. I bought it this day pretty early on. I bought it around like $4, $4.70, actually a little lower than $4.70. And now we're here at $9.64. So this thing's holding up very, very well. Obviously has not closed under the 10, so I'm keeping my entire position. A lot of you guys need to understand the setup is not going to tell you everything about the stock. You can't just go look for chart patterns. You have to understand how stocks move. You have to understand, you know, why you're choosing certain stocks. You know, there's some other ones that are also picking up as well, like some things you might not know about. LTBR, I think this is a nuclear stock. Yeah, so I look it up right there. We can see Lightbridge Corporation, LTBR. Lightbridge Corporation is a nuclear fuel technology development company. And the reason I've been looking at those is because, you know, this is starting to gain a lot of momentum. This started gaining momentum back here, about 500% in a month. And it keeps going up and up and up. I haven't really got too good of an entry on this, or at least an opportunity for that. There was one right here. You can see, you know, big move up. It pulls back, and this would have been my entry day as soon as it was breaking out of this range. If I were to draw a line, it'd be something like that. But it just wasn't too clear of a range for me. This wasn't the best setup. There's also OKLO as well, which is another nuclear stock, and this one's actually performing much better. You can see from the bottom to the top, this is up 1,000% in 5 months. And right away, it was up like 400 something percent. So this one's stronger. There's also NNE, This is another one that's in that group, but, you know, it's not as strong. I do think LTBR and OKLO are the top ones. I think the chart on OKLO looks better. This thing's been going a little bit longer. So back here is kind of when it started, 920, which if we look at LTBR, I mean, 920 was not horrible for it. It was this day right there. The run also did kind of start there, but I mean, overall, I think, you know, we have a pretty clear leader. This is up 490%, while OKLO is up about 1,000%, like I said. So to me, this would be the better pick. I do think this is a stronger stock. But now that I know I've identified a group of stocks, I can then pick out the leader, and then I can use my chart pattern. So the chart pattern is just going to give me an entry, and this is on my watch list. Now I'm just waiting for it to pull back to this moving average and give me a good setup. I mean, it's really not that difficult, you guys. Like, I just showed you basically the whole rundown of what it is that I'm doing. And, you know, you keep doing this over and over and over, and your account is going to grow. You don't need that much money to start with. So many people think, oh, well, I'm only going to make money if I have as much money as you do. Like, how the fuck do you think I got here? But yeah, you basically just have to go through and figure out what stocks are acting extremely well, figure out what groups of stocks are doing well, and then pick out the best stock from that group, and that's when you can use your little chart pattern. You don't go searching for chart patterns and think that that's how you find trades. You go searching for strong stocks, and that's how you use a chart pattern to trade. Most people get that wrong. And that's also why I'm doing a lot better than most people. And as always, I pretty much do everything for you guys in my Discord. I'll have that linked in the description. You know, I just tell you exactly what to buy, exactly what to sell, as well as help you personally, you know, kind of be your mentor. I live trade every single morning, do all that stuff. We got weekly calls, you know, blah, blah, blah. That list goes on. You can just check that out if you want to. But yeah, as far as the rest of the day, I'm going to take the car to the gym. I'm going to wait a little bit. I kind of like going a little bit later just because I have all the food in me. I actually feel like I can lift, as well as there's obviously way less people at nighttime. For some reason, everyone goes to the gym at like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, which I don't understand, because at 10, 11 o'clock, what I want to do is I want to lay down right there. All right, so I may or may not have taken a nap. It is now 8:42, so we've got about an hour and 15 minutes until the gym closes. Good news is my car's fast, so we will make it there with plenty of time.
60 naked bitches, no exaggeration. We bought all the bottles at the chain location. Smashing all the models, now we hit the waitress. When you're getting a lot of money, you can't ever save it.
But tonight, me and my friends, we got money to spend. Me and my friends, we got money to spend. Me and my friends, we got money to spend.
All right, so we made it to the gym, obviously in time because we sped over here. We're hitting chest, so I'm gonna start with this incline Smith machine. All right, so he's still doing the flat Smith machine. I don't like the flat one, but I tried this, and I actually like this a lot more. It's a little bit weird, though, I'm not gonna lie. Bro asked for a spot. What is he, Larry Wheels? But he's hitting a PR on the Smith machine. Low key not helping this guy. He might need it. 10 more, 10 more. Oh, I don't think he had it. All right, I had to put the camera down for a second so I could kind of focus on my workout, but I am totally gassed right now. So basically what we did is a little bit of that. Now we're doing this. I didn't really do much of that. I did like 2 sets. I don't like that. I like this a lot better. But yeah, I just kind of do whatever like makes me feel good. I don't have too much of a routine. And then I'll just do pretty much, I don't know, whatever weight I can do for like 10 reps or maybe a little bit less. And I'll do like 3-4 sets of that on each machine. And I'll probably hit a total of anywhere from 2 to 5 machines. It really just depends on how I'm feeling. I love that machine right there. I don't know why. All right, so they just told me I can't film in here because I'm too jacked and my muscles are too big. It's all right though, we're almost done here. We're wrapping this up pretty quick. What a nice view to come out to. Look at this thing. I do really like the white with the red interior. Although every time I see a different color like satin black or something, I'm like, damn, I should make my car satin black. But yeah, so I'm just sitting there in the gym and the guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, no filming in here. And I was just like, oh, all right, my bad. And then he's like, well, I'll let it slide this time, but just so you know, usually no filming in here. I mean, you better fucking let it slide this time because I'm in the corner of the gym by myself 15 minutes before it's about to close. No one is here. You telling me I can't pull out this tiny little camera? But whatever, they got rules. I mean, if I didn't want someone to film and then I was like, yo, can you tell that guy to stop filming? Or maybe someone didn't even specifically say that. But let's just say, for example, I asked someone, or I asked them, yo, can you tell them to stop filming? And they're like, nope. I would probably be a little bit butthurt. So, is what it is. But overall, we did get a pretty good workout in. It was nice that no one was there, too, because every machine was open. There's like 4 people in that entire gym.
I think my chest is splitting apart, though.
Your chest is splitting apart? What do you mean?
Like my bone.
That's not supposed to happen.
That's just how a nigga thought of. My niggas taking.
What do you guys think? Should I get a Porsche next? I absolutely love the way this black Porsche looks right here. Oops, sorry, buddy. I just shot a gunshot in his ear. I'm not even trying to be loud either. I was at like 2,000 RPM. Not much I can do. Dude, we're going 8 miles per hour.
Yeah, literally rolling.
Alright, so we made it back with no tickets, which is always good. And now I'll probably just go on my computer for a little bit, go through some scans, see what I can find. In terms of stocks, you know, that I want to pay attention to, and I'll answer some messages in the Discord. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, my days are pretty basic, to be honest with you. You guys said you wanted me to upload more of these, so that's exactly what I'm doing. And if you guys do like these types of videos, then obviously give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.